What's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. Yesterday we had almost a perfect day. It was a 5-1 day. Today I'm going to give you guys a very strong play in the NFL. It's going to be a 2-leg parlay. Let me just get started. All right. So again, it was a 5-1 day yesterday, almost a perfect day. Only one team went over. We had a 231. They ended up hitting 236. I'm going to show you all the receipts, and then I'm going to give you guys a very strong play in the NFL. So the first one that we had right here, it was going to be the Bucs and the Hornets under 236. They ended up scoring 211. That was an easy win. Then we had the Grizzlies and the Celtics also on the under 236. They ended up hitting about less than 230 or something like that, 228. Then this guy got canceled to get one shot on goal. And we had the Bucs. So what I did is I actually raised it from 234 all the way to 244. And then I parlayed it with the shots on goal, but he didn't end up playing. So I got paid out less money. And then the Warriors at a plus 5.5. What this means is they could have lost the game as long as they didn't lose by 6. They ended up winning by 5. And then this guy was a PRA, which is the points, rebounds, and assists. And then the Bucs and the Hornets, I've already shown that one. So again, it was a 5-1 day. It was a very decent day. Let me show you exactly what I'm looking at here. So we making these since last year. Basically, this is fading the horrible dogs. What this means is that we're looking at very bad teams. They're very bad teams, or this week there's a certain insight. So in this example, it's the Bengals. They're 1-8, 11% in their last 9 games as an underdog. So this can go back to last season. But for example, these guys are straight trash in the last 9 games. Every time they start as an underdog, they suck. So that's one of them right there, fading the horrible dogs. So not only is this a bad team, but we're also looking on the other side. So if it's a bad team, in an example, Bengals are really bad, and they're going against a pretty straight team, which is the Steelers. So that's, again, we're fading bad teams. Okay, so look at the other one. Tennessee Titans are 8% in their last 12 games as an underdog. Like I said, obviously this goes back to last season because this is 12 games, and they've only played 10 games. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because we post these as YouTube posters. We do the same thing for the NBA. We do the same thing for the NHL. So make sure you subscribe for that. Here's the next one. Tennessee Titans, they're going against the Texans. And then we're looking at New York Giants. They're going against the Packers. So and we're going for the other team. Okay, so these are horrible teams, and we're looking at the better teams going against these horrible teams. Next one is the Jets, 2-10, 16% in their last 12 games as an underdog. Trey McBride right here, he has 4 touchdowns. Devontae Adams, Rashee Rice, Stephon Diggs, and Breece Hall. I'm going to give you guys a 2-leg parlay, and I'm going to explain very quickly why I like these teams. So you can see the projected scores 25 to 17 against the Browns. The line did start at 8.5. It went down to a 7.5. We're not doing the spread, so I don't really care about that too much. 77% of the bets, 67% of the money is coming in on Baltimore. You can see the line dropped dramatically. So it dropped almost 5 points. I'm not looking at the over-unders in this particular game, but the Ravens were struggling, and now the quarterback is back from injury, and they started doing a lot better. I'm not going to get into all these numbers, but this tool right here gives you a breakdown of every single thing you can think about, like the passing profile, the rushing profile, the defense, the pressure, the projections. So we will take a look at the projections right here. 77% chance that Baltimore is going to take this. 25, again, above, it showed 25 to 17 is the projected score. That's a grand total of 43 points. Now, if I go back up to here, you can see the projected score was 44 at the beginning. Not a projected, the line was 44 when it started. It's currently at a 39, so it did drop. So, the projected scores, current line right now is 39. So win probability is 81% chance that Ravens will take this. They have a 70% chance as a favorite. So there's everything that's matching towards the Ravens. The only thing that I don't like is the line did go down 1 point. It went from an 8.5 to a 7.5. It has not crossed that key number of 7, which is great. So the first team on that parlay is going to be the Ravens money line. Next one I'm looking at, I've already shown you one of these examples. The Bengals right here, they're 11% in their last 9 games as an underdog. And right here, the projected score is 32 to 21. So the Steelers should be easily winning this game. Also, Pittsburgh started as an underdog as a plus 1.5, currently at a minus 5.5. What that means is that they went whenever a team starts as an underdog and it goes and they become favorite, not only favorite, but they cross that key number of 3. That's a dramatic. That's dramatic. Not only that, but you can see 62% of the bets and the money is coming in on Cincinnati. Yet the line is still going in the favor of Steelers. So the line is moving dramatically, but the money is coming in on the other side. So that's 2 key points here. It's called a reverse line move. If you know how to read lines, you know that that's a very important indication. It's a reverse line move. Plus, they went from underdogs to favorite. There's a lot of reasoning behind this play. Again, I'm not going to get into all these details, but basically, Pittsburgh has been struggling a little bit. And again, they're going against this very. So the second leg of this is going to be the Steelers money and then the Ravens money line. I'm taking both of them together as a 2-leg. Edge tool, the information I was just showing right there. I'm going to start adding all these breakdowns here. Reverse line move, sharp signal, mild sharp, and no signal. Okay, and then it gives you explanations on how to read all that stuff if you wanted to get into all those details. To understand how to read this, it's basically just the line moves. And it's telling you, this is not the end-all be-all, but this is very key information. I'm going to also I'm going to show you the over-unders for the NFL for Week 11. And then you can take a screenshot if you want to do that. So 2 of them have sharp signals, and then 1 of them has a reverse line move. Again, this is for the totals for Week 11 for the NFL. And here it is, if you want to take a screenshot of that. Kimiyu, you're asking about NBA. So I had a big issue with my computer yesterday. It's for the second time in like 2 months. And I actually had a big crash. So I had to look at a lot of stuff and redo a lot of stuff. So to answer your question, I have not bets besides the ones I just showed you, which is the Steelers and the Ravens money line. Titans, 8% hit rate. If you're going to be looking at this, you would be looking to fade the Titans. The Giants are 14% hit rate. You would be looking to fade the Giants. Jets, 16% hit rate. 2 of the last 10 they've lost. Again, fading the Jets in this position. And then these are all anytime touchdown players. And like I said, I'm going with Baltimore for the first leg of this parlay, which is projected 25 to, and then fading the Bengals, just like I mentioned. And then not only we're fading them, but the projections show it. So there's a lot of strong indications. And again, I'm going to explain this much better once I figure this out, where I can explain it as I'm looking at it. And I'm actually going to make it easier to understand this right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's free picks. What I'll do for you guys for doing that, if the people that sign up, you're going to get the free picks that I have today, which are going to be, I already saw Ravens money line and the Steelers money line as a parlay. And then I'm going to throw in all my props that I just showed you through shots on goal and points, rebounds, and assists for basketball, which both of those have been very, very good for us. So click on where it's free picks. And like I showed the receipts, we had a 5-in-1 day yesterday. Thank you so much.